Hello, 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 and something a bit different. It's a guitar again, but this time it's a resonator. It's a resonator. This is a Fender PR-180E Resonator guitar, which I think was out last year. And yeah, it's in part of the bluegrass range of guitars and instruments. It's like, okay, bluegrass it is then. Why did I want one? I've never tried a resonator before, and I thought this was a reasonable one. It has also got a pickup in it. You plug your jack into the end piece there, into the tailpiece. So I thought it'd be something worth trying, because I've never tried an instrument this kind of shape or size before, and certainly not with a resonator. We'll do some specs. It is, what's it made of? It's made of, does it say what the body's made of? No, it doesn't. That's weird. It just says body finish satin. This is off the Fender website as well. I wonder what it's made of. Does it not say? Mahogany back and sides. Doesn't actually say it in the spec section. It says it on the main part of the website. But yeah, mahogany matches the mahogany neck as well. So there we go. We got somewhere there with walnut fretboard, and yeah, it's very nice, very nice. It's got this satin finish, which again I'm not really used to, because normally it's got kind of an open pore feeling. It's very, 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 very attractive. Yeah, satin. Almost feels, again, you can see the pores of the wood in the finish. Body binding with aged white. Scale length of 25 inches. 19 frets. Bone nut. And that's it really. Oh, it's got a Fishman Resophonic pickup, and the hardware this has got what's known as a spider cone, I believe, which is great. Nickel hardware, and it comes with a hard shell case, Fender hard shell case as well, which is nice, which comes as part of the package. And the reason I got this was because I wanted to, again, you're always looking for the new sound, you're always looking for something a bit different, to use. And again, I'd explored kind of, Americana type music via the lap steel guitar, and I thought, well, maybe this would sound good with a lap steel, go kind of a bit twangy. That was my only logical my only logic behind getting this one, and it's something I'd had my eye on for a while, and I finally got there. We finally got there with this. And again, with resonator guitars, you can, there's like the national ones, which are all all steel, in chrome. It's like, well, they're expensive. So I went for this. This is like one of the cheapest ones you can buy. Other brands are available, but you know me, I'm a bit of a Fender knob. So what can you do about it? What do I think? I think it's a little bit rough around the edges. The frettings, you know, kind of catch your fingers, and I mean to the point where, you know, it's that it feels kind of rustic. And I noticed that. And again, considering it's got binding, the frettings come, you know, they need to be rounded off on the binding. Again, I've got another Fender acoustic that doesn't have that problem, and you really do notice them. That's one thing. I kind of like the size of it. It's good. It's almost like, feels like a parlour guitar on the lap. It's, you know, it's very small, and I kind of like the feel of it, and I like the natural sound of it. The thing is I thought it was going to be have a bit more projection, a bit more twang to it. You know, again, when you hear resonator guitars in other, you know, in songs or movies or, you know, video or whatnot, they have a certain sound to them. I don't think this totally captures that sound. Again, with the demonstrations I've done with this video, I've done both via microphone, so I've got some stereo microphones here, you know, trying to get the ambient, you know, the ambient sound of the guitar, and also did some line-in stuff with when I'm murdering the slide. When I'm murdering the slide, that is actually via the Fishman pickup into Logic with some distortion and reverb on there, just to give it a bit of presence, and hopefully that works out. But yeah, I was kind of not let down. I guess again, my expectation, I thought it was going to be quite a loud, brash instrument, and it isn't. Yeah, it's got a bit of bite to it, especially when you plug in the Fishman pickup. But I was expecting it to be a bit more brittle, and it isn't. Yeah, it lacks a bit of low end, but that's what I wanted. And again, I think I haven't tried recording it with my other acoustic. I think it certainly would stand out tonally in the mix. So yeah, it kind of works, but I thought it'd be a little bit more kind of aggressive, a little bit more noticeable. It's kind of only a little bit noticeable. Again, we're talking about sound. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. But yeah, other than that, for the price, again, I think it's not a bad instrument. It's just the frettings are really kind of bothering me, and I don't know whether it's worth me to try and deal with that issue myself again. Because you've got this binding, I'm a bit worried about taking chunks out of the binding with a fret file. So I'll probably just leave it alone. But other than that, I think it's a quirky little instrument, and this is why I like Fender, because they'll always, every so often in their range, they'll put out something that is really, a bit of an oddity, and this is one of them. And again, I think for the money, because this was, again, prices vary. This was about $450 with the hard case, and the hard case is moulded and quite deluxe. I think it's a good deal for the kind of instrument this is. Plus you've got the Fishman pickup in it as well, which you can mould, mould the sound using EQ and reverb and whatnot, and get the kind of sound that you want. Again, I think my inexperience with this kind of instrument is showing, especially with the slide. I'm not a slide player. I was just messing around, did it in a slack, what's known as slack D tuning, to use the slide. And yeah, I'm not sure if that experiment worked very well. Maybe I need a bit more practice. But yeah, a quirky, weird little instrument. I like the finish. I really like the finish of it. The finish is nice. Kind of got this antique stain. What's its official? Has it got a? Doesn't really say. Oh, that's interesting. It says oven coal fingerboard. The description on the Fender site contradicts itself. It says walnut and then oven coal. So, but it says it is a genuine bone nut, whatever that means these days. So yeah, that's me looking at this instrument. There you go. It's got open back, kind of oldie worldy style tuners there. And yeah, it's a neat little acoustic, and not as loud as I thought it was going to be. Again, I thought resonators were a lot louder and had a lot more presence, so I was kind of surprised by it in that way. But yeah, I like, again, because of the size of it, it's nice just to get out and give it a little. I've forgotten, it's still tuned in drop D. Whoops. I don't know any of the chord shapes. I think that's a chord shape. Yeah, it's got a nice sound to it. Just got to kind of get used to it. I think we're still in the honeymoon period. We've got to get used to each other. But yeah, I've enjoyed messing around with it, and hopefully I can find a way of getting it in my recordings. That's the hard part. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Darren. I've been talking about the Fender PR-180E, which is a resonator guitar. It's got a spider cone resonator in it, and it's got a Fishman pickup that you can use at the end there, and mahogany body and neck, apparently walnut or oven coal, I don't know, contradicts itself, the website. Fender, you need to fix that. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video and me mangling up slide guitar. I'll have to edit it very carefully so you don't see all the bad bits. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Ta-ta.